what's up guys, how you doing? It is Nasty here, and it's that time of the week again. Marquee Matchups has arrived, and as you can see, this is what you're going to go for today. A premium gold players pack and 1,000 coins for completing the entire challenge, and then of course there are 4 challenges within that you have to complete. The first one, Villarreal versus Valencia, you're going to get a jumbo premium gold pack. The next one, Tigres versus America, a silver players pack, I think it is. Yep, there we go. And then we have 2 Portuguese teams where you're going to get a premium gold pack. And then Egypt versus Ghana, where you're going to get an all players pack, I believe. Nice one. So, very simple once again to complete. The only one which you have to think about anything is really the final one, but I'll get to that in just a moment. Villarreal versus Valencia, 2 Spanish teams in the top tier of the Spanish league, of course. You need one of each player from each of the different teams. I think the ones I've used are my striker here and my right winger. Other than that, you need exactly 11 players from La Liga Santander, and you need at least 3 rare players, of which I've used my 2 centre-backs and my left winger, just because that's what worked out for me, really. I basically stick a whole bunch of players in from the league that I need, and then I go about actually completing the rest of the requirements. So once I've stuck a full Spanish team in, or a full La Liga team in, I then look at it and think, okay, have I got the Valencia player that I need? No. Okay, well, we switch out for someone that I've got in the club. Or if I've got more than one Valencia player in, I'll often do my best to remove another one, because those player prices do go up, and I might go ahead and sell some of those guys whilst their price is up. And you know, you don't want to submit 2, do you, really? And then, of course, I just go about getting enough rare players in. And if I'm using like centre-backs, I'll go for the slower ones that I'm not necessarily going to use, especially this guy with 43 pace. You'll never find me using him. So just the sort of thing that goes through my head when completing these super simple SBCs to make them, I don't know, the cheapest they can possibly be for myself. So we'll go ahead and submit this one. You need obviously a 79 rated overall team, so you're going to need full golds basically, and you need at least 90 chem, so it should be easy enough. I wouldn't copy my exact team, but you can go about it however you wish to do so. That's the first one done. Moving on then to the Mexican League, Tigres versus America. What you need here is, well, the first thing you notice is that you don't need a squad overall rating. So, if you have the players in your club, you could literally go bronze, you could go silver, you could go gold, whatever you want to do. If you've got to buy the players, just don't put a parameter on gold, silver, bronze. Just literally buy whatever's cheapest in that position, as long as it fits the bill. Because it's worth noting that in this league, I think... Is it Gignac or Gignac, however you say his name? There is a league SBC available for him, of which you would need to complete each and every team in the Mexican League, meaning that some of these bronze prices, and especially silver prices, are probably higher than some of even the golds. So, as I said, don't put parameters on. Don't go paying way too much for this one. But I've used some golds, some bronzes, literally whatever I had left in the club after completing that league SBC. So these guys must have been packed in the recent past for me. But you need 11 players from that league. You need 1 player from either of the clubs. I think my goalkeeper is that player. And just so happens I've probably used one of the other teams again as well. Literally, this one was just what players I actually had left in the club. But you do need not exactly. You need a minimum of 7 different clubs. So that's the only hard bit to try and think about here. Don't just go building a side with this particular team or anything. You need exactly, or a minimum of 7, should I say. And only 85 chem, so you guys could probably buy out of position players if they are cheaper. So we'll go ahead and submit that one right there. Hopefully you guys like the sort of style that I'm talking about here. Just literally telling you what sort of thing goes through my head as I'm building these. Typically with marquee matchups, I'm always using players that are in my club. I don't think I've ever bought a player for marquee matchups, just because I'm someone that opens quite a lot of packs, obviously, as you can see by the coin balance in the top left corner. You know, it is my job, and it's worthwhile for me to have a lot of coins on FIFA. So, moving on then to the Portuguese League one. You could do this one cheaper, and it's a bit of a muddle for me, I'm not going to lie. This is another league which has had a a league SBC. I think Jonas is the one. It was one of the first ones ever out. And so some of the bronzes and silvers and even some of the gold players in this league are still relatively expensive, and they will be all year long. It's EA's way of really keeping everyone at, well, giving every single player a value on this game, let alone if they're just a bronze or whatever. But the requirements for this one, in order to earn yourselves a premium gold pack, are as follows. You need one player from either, I'm not going to try and pronounce that first team, or Braga. You need just literally one, and I think I started off by putting my goalkeeper in there, but I'm sure I've probably got, yeah, there's a centre-back from the same team, and I've probably used the other team as well. I'm not aware of their badge. But it's another situation, just like before in that Mexican league. It's another league SBC that I've done, so whenever I pack these players, if I know they're valuable, I often offload them because it's free coinage. And this is just another one of those leagues where I don't really have that many players, especially like the bronze and silvers. They're more valuable in this league than a lot of the golds are. You do need at least 8 gold players, and every single player in this team, as you can see, is Portuguese. So they're going on a nation rather than different clubs or anything like that, but you do need 11 Portuguese players, and 8 of them need to be gold. Other than that, you haven't really got to worry about rating or anything, so you could just stuff bronzes in there if you have them in your club. And an 85 chemistry, nice and simple. As you can see, we've only amassed 88 chem, and that would need loyalty. That's with loyalty on all of these players, so please do not go copy this exact team. It won't work out for you. You'll need loyalty. It's pointless, really. It's because I didn't have another Portuguese centre-back or a left-back or even a striker. So I've got out of position players all over the show, but luckily we do still get enough chemistry to continue and to complete the challenge. So we'll go ahead and complete this one, premium gold pack. It is another week of marquee matchups where we don't get a prime gold players pack. I'm a little bit annoyed. I love those prime packs. And of course, if you've been watching the past few weeks, we haven't really had any luck either in these SBC packs. So apart from an inform we got in, I think it was the Emmanuel Petit the other day. I can't remember. No, it was the League of Nations. That's the one that I did the other day. That's been getting quite a lot of traction on my channel, so thank you very much for that, by the way. Let's move on into the final challenge. Egypt versus Ghana from the African Cup of Nations, of course. So, you need one player from either nation, so you don't need one from both, which is decent, of course. I started my team out by putting a Ghanaian goalkeeper in, and I looked for one that I had in my club. I had a couple, and this one plays in the second Spanish league, so I thought, okay, looking at the requirements, what we need to do is, actually we do need to get some chemistry, and you do sort of need to think a little bit about this one. So if I can go to my Spanish second league and pick a couple of players out that maybe play for the same team and are of the same nation, get themselves a perfect link, and of course it will link back to the goalkeeper. He doesn't need strong links. That'll be a nice little triangle of players that are all on full chemistry, and then we're done with the main requirement, which is the Egypt and Ghana stuff. We haven't got to even think about Egyptians or Ghanaians anymore. We can literally just go to a league and fill it out with bronze players. That would work. And of course you can only have 3 players from the same league. So if you, for instance, just take English players like I've done here, split it between the different leagues, you'll get enough chemistry. Like this guy's off chem. He might be the only player that's not on full chem in this entire team though. But I've literally just spread it across, as you can see if I scroll to here. English 2, English 2, English 2, English 3, 3 and 3, and then a couple of players from the 4th English tier to just wrap up the squad. Of course, they'll all link to each other because of nation, but it is a requirement, of course, that you can only have 3 from each of the leagues. So you also need 4 rare players. So again, I just worked it out that my left mid, my right mid, my 2 strikers were both rare bronzes. But literally use your worst possible players that you could possibly imagine. Again, but I wouldn't go with the exact ones that I've used. And especially if this video gets any traction, this goalkeeper might go up in price, as might these defenders or something like that. So potentially just do roughly what I've done here and get enough chemistry so that you haven't really got to worry about a perfect chem link here. Just get a Ghanaian and then a couple of players from a different league that get a strong link so that you can get enough chem. So then, we'll go ahead and complete this one for the all players pack, and to complete the entirety of the marquee matchups this week. Another easy week, and we've managed to complete. Marquee matchups is done. It's completed. Let's go ahead and earn that 1,000 coins and a premium gold players pack. It probably wasn't worth it, but of course there is always a chance that I could get someone good. And of course in this week's team of the week there is that second informed Nainggolan, which I would love so much. And there is currently a man of the match, an international man of the match, out right now. So we'll go with this all players pack first. It's not going to be a walkout, but could it be someone good? No, it's a small flare. It's a non-rare, so our rare is going to be of a different card quality. It's going to be a silver or a bronze. It's nobody special, but we do get a bronze. Nice. Okay, we do get a player here from the MLS, so he might be worth a little bit of something. But as always, these players can go to my club. Well, I mean, are these guys from... This guy's from the Mexican League, so he'll probably sell for a little bit right now as well as people are building their marquee matchup squads. So I'm going to go ahead and stick the rest on the transfer list. I'll deal with them later. What do we got? Silver players pack. We're going to get that one out of the way because I'm not going to get a walkout inform in that, am I? We do get a rare silver, and it is a... Ooh, what league is that? And what club is that? That is, it's Lens, League 2. I thought it was someone in the French Ligue 1 that might be worth something because of the SBC. But as you can see, Portuguese League, he's probably worth something. MLS, Turkish League, Mexican League, all of these leagues have SBCs right now. So they might be worth a little bit of something. In fact, that probably will end up being the most valuable pack. What have we got? We've got... I'm going to open the premium gold pack next. What can we get today? It's a small flare, but it's a couple of flares. So we've got a couple of rares there. I'm rhyming all over the place. Raul Albiol is the one that comes out of the pack. Nothing to write home about, really. We do get a Catalyst chemistry style, though, which I know is worth a few thousand coins. And, of course, some players from different leagues. Oh, there we go. An Italian from one of the clubs that we needed, Villarreal. I'm sure he's thousands of coins right now, especially because of the League and Nations SBCs as well. He'll probably make me a pretty penny. Should we go for the players pack or should we go for the jumbo premium gold pack? I'm going to go with this one first. It's not a walkout. It's a small flare, obviously. It is Bruma. I think that's Bruma. Yeah, it's Bruma. Again, my luck in SBC packs is continuing to be absolutely garbage. Nothing good there. We'll send them to the club. And we did get a squad fitness I saw in there. And some players from leagues that I can definitely sell on. Oh, and we've forgotten about Morrison there. We'll stick him in there. And we've got one more pack to open. And that is a premium gold players pack. Boom! We've gone for it. Not a walkout. Be a big flare, please. It isn't. It's one of those weeks yet again, guys. That is going to be Ochoa with his 87 speed. I still think they've mixed up his handling and his speed stat or something on this game, because that's ridiculous. Is he really quick in real life? Someone let me know, please. But again, Portuguese player from Portuguese League. Definitely going to sell right now. And I'm sure it probably hasn't been profitable. And we get, well, it might be because we get this guy again. Let's just have a quick look at roughly how much he's going for on the market at this point in time. Compare price. Okay, I was wrong. He's like 1,500 bin or something. Right, another week, another poor show from the packs from my SBC. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed. If you have, please do smash a like on the video. And don't forget to subscribe if you guys are new to the channel. Have a great day. Fatal comes either today or tomorrow. And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.